What's going on, YouTube? This is Mag Dog TV. We coming back with another one. So it looks like Louis Riddick, ESPN insider, just gave his thoughts in regards to what he think the Cleveland Browns would do, potentially starting Shedeur Sanders week 1. What are those odds as they face off against the Cincinnati Bengals week 1? We're gonna talk about that in this video, so let's get to it.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a M-O-I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a M-O-I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. Let's go.
So once again, as I said before, Louis Riddick, ESPN insider, just spoken out about Shedeur Sanders on Rich Eisen's show about the potential of what the Cleveland Browns could do as far as starting Shedeur Sanders week 1. Now, the Cleveland Browns has a very brutal schedule coming up for the 2025 football season, so it's very unlikely they will turn to a rookie, but you never know, especially with the way Shedeur Sanders has been balling all off season, pretty much setting himself apart from the rest. I have the video clips of the ESPN insider speaking out about this situation. I'm gonna play the video clip and let you guys hear it. Shout out to Rich Eisen show, so let's get to it.
What do you think is happening in Browns camp? What do you think is going to happen there before I let you go, Louis?
You know, I think it really does all depend on how Kevin is able to, as it relates to Shedeur, work him in enough. Well, one, Shedeur has to earn the right for Kevin and the staff to have discussions about, hey, we got to get him more reps with the ones and twos. We got to get him more reps with the ones and twos when we're going team period, not just walk through or not just 7-on-7 team situations where we move the football in the preseason game. We got to get him more reps. I think he has to earn that. Kevin has to figure out a way to do that. So then you can reasonably assess what you have in him compared to Dylan Gabriel, compared to Kenny, compared to Joe Flacco. If you don't, then, you know, the conversation around surrounding him is going to continue to be what it's been, which is, but for some people, he was overhyped all along. He's not that great of an athlete, doesn't have a big enough arm. There's a reason why he was a 5th-round pick, blah, 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 which I don't believe. I believe if he is given enough reps, earns enough reps, and then is given enough reps in meaningful situations, he can throw the ball just as good as Joe, if not better, just as good as Kenny, if not better, just as good as Dylan Gabriel, not better. And that if it's truly what we all like to say the NFL is, which is a meritocracy, which in theory it is, in actuality, there isn't enough time for it to be a true meritocracy, especially when you're talking about trying to get 4 quarterbacks ready or give 4 quarterbacks enough reps to figure out who the best one is. We know that it isn't always that way. And a lot of times it's just simply because there's just not enough opportunities. So can Kevin figure that out? Can he figure out how to get the information, to get enough reps, to get enough of him on tape to where he could really say, damn, man, maybe by, I don't know, week 4, 5, 7, I think 7's kind of like the sweet spot in the season, week 7. Should we be considering putting him in there? I'm hoping he gets enough run and earns enough run to be able to have them have that conversation. Because I think if he does get enough reps, Rich, I think he will make them have that conversation.
I agree with Louis Riddick 100% in regards to the Cleveland Browns having to turn to Shedeur Sanders if he gets enough reps and he ball out. And not only that, but the media and the fans will all be at the necks of the Cleveland Browns as well. So this thing is far from over in my personal opinion. And not only that, but during the football games, I can promise you guys that 12 jerseys will be the most jerseys in the facility at those football games. So everybody wants to see 12, and that's just what it's going to be. So if he continually keeps this up as far as what he's been doing this offseason, I think his chances of starting is very, very high for the Cleveland Browns. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell. That way every time I upload a new video, you guys will see it. Also drop in the comments and let me know what are your thoughts about this topic. Until next time, and happy Father's Day. Peace.